All right, good afternoon, guys. Back at it with another MLB DFS video. I found out on Wednesday night that the slate started super early. On Thursday, I ended up playing and I kind of regretted it. Funk was a smart man and just didn't play it, and now he's like taking down PGA as we speak, sort of. I know
Sort
you
of.
dropped a bit, but and then he gave me a lineup and didn't update me, so I'm a little salty, but it's cashing, so it's okay. Um, Do we even want to talk about Wednesday's lineups? Because that was just bad.
Uh,
I'm gonna pull it up just to kind of refresh my
don't
memory.
even remember.
That was a wrote down master class.
Oh no, we don't have to talk about that.
The only person that did something was Austin Riley. Solo homer, they lost to Arizona. That's literally it. 49 points total. That's not getting you anywhere. So let's just jump into pitching. So right now it's got Otani, Framber Valdez, Joe Ryan, Lance Lynn, Freddie Peralta, Clark Schmidt. I'm not gonna even go over this guy's name. Johan Oviedo. The list just goes on and on. What are you looking into today? What's standing out? Because I'd say there's about maybe five options, and there's a couple that you can consider to be very different. But what are you thinking?
Yo, Tani looks really good. I mean, he is 11K highest price pitcher on DraftKings, and he's 10-2 on Fanduel behind a couple guys. So he's going to get the most ownership here. I think I want to pivot off of him. So I like Valdez more, I think. 11-2, $1,000 more is not ideal, but he is playing Oakland in a pitcher friendly park and a team that he also just absolutely demolished earlier in the year. Also, like Joe Ryan, a good bit at 10 flat. He's been a little shaky recently, but he does have the upside to go 7 innings and 9Ks in this spot here. Senga, we never play. We probably never will again. So not for us, but he's in play. Um, Peralta never play against the Braves for me. Lynn seems a little overpriced. He's 7,600 on DraftKings, 9,200 on FanDuel. Fair on DK, a little steep on FanDuel. I like him if he's more like 8.7, 8.5 range. Don't think I can play him at 9.2. Bryce Miller has been okay. Um, the strikeout stuff really hasn't been there, but he can go 6 innings and get you the win. Toronto has been meh, so he's fine. Other than that, Gavin Williams, Kikuchi, Schmidt are like GPP flyers that I guess would lead to more like offensive driven stacks.
Yeah, so to piggyback off what you said about Valdez, May 21st against Oakland, he went 9 innings and got 7 Ks. May 27th, 6 innings and 5 Ks. Framber Valdez is like one of my favorite pitching options. 11-2, you know, it kind of sucks, but it's there, like it's in play, obviously. Otani for $1,000 less is very interesting. Otani's getting 29% right now, but playing Pittsburgh, I like it. Joe Ryan against my White Sox, at 10K, he's getting 14%. You know, AL Central, division rivals, every game is important, even though like the Twins are 11 games above us. So it probably doesn't matter that much to them, but obviously playing the White Sox, Joe Ryan's got a good matchup. You can make an argument, kind of the same thing for Lance Lynn, but it's just do you trust Lynn to go six, limit the damage at 9,200, and he's getting about 10% right now? Schmidt at 8K is just interesting just because they're playing Kansas City. So Schmidt can just rack up the Ks and go six and get the win. He's getting about 12% right now. So that's kind of why I'm not on him a lot. I just thought that was kind of interesting. Senga, go ahead and play him where not. Now he's going to pitch a perfect game. I played Michael Soroka when he first started getting back into the majors and he dropped 40 against Miami. 8,400, he's virtually unowned playing against Milwaukee. So as long as Atlanta can nuke, you get Soroka to go 6 innings, get you a few Ks. I don't know what his strikeout stuff is like, but I think the day that I played him, he only had like 5 strikeouts, but went six, got the win. Miller against Toronto looks interesting. Basically no ownership. If I had to rank them, I'd probably go Framber, Otani, Joe Ryan, Lance Lynn, Soroka. What about you? I know that Soroka's kind of a long shot, but it's kind of like
Yeah, I'd probably go Otani, Valdez, Ryan, Kikuchi, I think, then Lynn.
I just get my hopes up with the White Sox in general that I don't even want to rank Lance Lynn because then he's gonna turn into Giolito's last start where he gave up like 5 runs in the first inning to the freaking Mets. Um, all right, let's move on to stats. So right now it's got Arizona, San Fran, Cincy, the Mets, Dodgers, Yankees, Atlanta, Texas. I almost said Dodgers again. Boston, but you kind of said that this game's in jeopardy. The list just goes on. So lead us off with this. What do you think?
Yeah, there were four main teams I wrote down a little bit earlier. Cincinnati, D-backs on the other side, Texas, Yanks, and then one flyer team was Milwaukee against your Soroka call. But they've been hot out of the break, and they might be able to string some runs together today. But the priorities, yeah, Yankees projecting pretty well on Ballpark Pal. Some pretty good hitting conditions there today. I like them, even though they absolutely stink. Cincinnati and the D-backs also have a pretty good home run environment. I think a couple guys project pretty well. Gurriel, I think Carroll was also projected well for home runs. Let me pull that up real quick. Oh, Christian Walker, of course. Carroll, Gurriel, and then Cincinnati, Votto, Matt McLean, Stevenson. A couple guys are projected to go yard, but I like them. Texas always in play for me. I really like them. Let's see if there's anyone else. I mean, the Dodgers may be on the other side against Heaney. I wouldn't really focus on the Mets or Boston in that game. I think it's likely to get postponed, but I'm not a weatherman. Just from what I'm reading, I don't think it's going to play. Houston against Sears, meh. Just not a great ballpark for hitting. Not much else, I guess, except for maybe Milwaukee. And then if you think Lynn implodes, you can play Minnesota.
Yeah, debating doing a Cincy Arizona stack looks interesting. It's Ben Lively versus Tommy Henry. I used to bet on Ben Lively over strikeouts, and he's gone under his last like 5 starts, so I don't really like him that much anymore. He was catching for me a little bit. Do we give San Fran a ban just because of the last like 3 games that they've played?
Yeah, that's why I didn't mention them.
They're projected to be the second best stack right now against Washington. And as I say that, we're probably going to ban them. We're probably going to run a 4-3-1, and they're going to be the four. Dodgers against Texas looks a little interesting. I know Heaney has been pretty decent this year, but it's also the Dodgers. Yankees against Kansas City's Alec Marsh. Never really heard of the guy, if I'm being totally honest. So Yankees look okay. Atlanta is Atlanta. They're always gonna be in play no matter who they play against. Texas against Tony Goslin. Goslin doesn't get a lot of strikeouts, but he can go deep into games. But playing against Texas might be a little interesting there. Houston against Oakland, sure. Tucker, Bregman, Dubon, Pena. They'll probably be pretty cheap as it is anyway, but some good options there. I would really focus on Arizona, San Fran, Cincy. See if you can get a couple Atlanta, a couple Yankees, maybe some Phillies bats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of looked into Gavin Williams. He's been like okay this year, but with Philly like not having a good ownership share, like just being low owned against him, could be a little interesting. Schwarber, Castellanos, Bohm, Stott, Trey Turner get a little different there. All right.
Cincy lineup dropped Steers hitting cleanup, so that's fun.
You dropped the lineup this early. I mean, I know it's almost 1 o'clock and I like just woke up not too long ago, but Christ. Let's look at their lineup really quick.
I don't think Ellie leading off is a good play. I mean, not that he's not a good fantasy play, but I think him in the one spot is just weird. But
Ellie, Senzo, McLean, Steer, India, Vano, Strand. I think it's time to send Ellie back down to the minors. I'm just seeing some stats of him recently, and he hasn't been that great, but I saw the MLB TikTok uh page yesterday, and it was like them hyping up Ellie just drinking water. He has like the little Gatorade cup, and he's just like, and they're like, no one drinks water better than Ellie. I'm like, no shit.
yeah,
Oh my God. Let's do the lineup generator really quick. So we play on Fanduel. What
just do the
stack
usual 4-3-1 balance.
balance rate? You want
Do
to
you,
lock in anyone?
do you have a pitcher you like? I don't mind any of
Framber.
the top three, to be honest.
Neither do I. If I had to choose any of the top three, it'd probably be Framber.
Let's,
You want to
let's
just lock him in.
yeah, throw him in there.
All right. You know what? We're just gonna save 20. So obviously we locked in. So you can obviously lock in a hitter or pitcher. So we're having 100% Framber Valdez. Got a mix of Arizona and the Yankees. One off of Lindor. Wait, hold on. Okay, never mind. A little bit of some Reds. Doesn't really like the Reds as much as I thought it would. Okay. Why I don't understand why it only saves like 18 lineups for me. I think maybe I just click it too quick. I don't know, but yeah, right now the generator is liking Arizona, the Yankees a little bit. Rizzo at 2-7 is it's insane to me.
It's been so shit.
The Twins just dropped their lineup. Correa, Julian, Kirilloff, Kepler, Wallner, Buxton, Castro, Gallo, Jeffers. All right, that's it. Start Lance Lynn today. That is a watered down BS lineup. As I say that, the Twins are gonna blow us out. But yeah, this is a good idea to kind of see what sticks it likes and what it doesn't like. And then you can obviously, check your legitimate lineups. Then you scroll all the way down, you can export it to a CSV. Great tool to help you out. I think me and Funk rely on this a lot. 47% Yankees, Christ. All right, let's wrap this up with home run calls.
Well, I'm gonna start with the Yankee, of course. Stanton. He's easy money the last few weeks. Gonna get Mookie, because I always take a Dodger, and then Gurriel from the D-backs.
So I remember I told you my Yankee call, Rizzo, and you just laughed at me, but today's the day. I'm feeling it. Then I'm gonna go Corbin Carroll. And then there has to have been some sort of tragedy recently because Castellanos is going yard.
Heard that.
I did see that some actor passed away, so don't ask me who the guy was, but Castellanos going yard. That should just about do it though. Anything we missed? Anything you want to touch up on?
No, it's pretty interesting slate, especially for pitching, because there's so many good options. So hopefully we just land on the right guy tonight for once, and he doesn't have -6 like it has been the last week. Make sure to check out Stochastics tools in our description for all the data you need, and like and subscribe if you haven't already.